for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
Looking to pass. First play is Prescott. Open man, that's Noah Fant.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dante Hightower, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Prescott.
He's got his tight end Fant.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
throw on first down with Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. And that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He hits his target, Lockett.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Pollard again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he goes up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Again, Wilson.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Denzel Mims
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
On 1st down, Wilson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Denzel Mims
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott from the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Denzel Mims on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. They go play action with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Play action now, Prescott. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. To the air again, Prescott. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He lets it fly from Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 57 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the plays.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Wilson's throw complete here to Waller.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Boye Mafe brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
The tight end in motion right.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
A first down throw for Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up a little.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Tanner Muse in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Checks this down to Hubbard. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the give, this is Hubbard. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, throw left side, complete. That's Hubbard. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Dak.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now Dak.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope the...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. He'll get this down to the 38.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Here's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every